Okay, what's going on YouTube? It's J Mac here. This is common sense for most people, but if you don't know how to do it and you rely on, like when you get your oil changed or whatever, and they fill it up there as part of your service, but if you're wanting to know how to do it yourself, we're going to show you today, or I'm going to show you today. There's no where about it, it's just me. But I'm going to show you today how to, sorry, had to find this paper gasket goes in here, but I'm going to show you how to fill up your DEF tank. Now on my Powerstroke it holds 5 gallons, I think, so it's about half full right now, and I try to fill it up. I try to keep it half, never let it get more than half empty. That's just kind of how I roll. And especially now, which if you remember the short that I did a couple of days ago, I talked about how expensive DEF fluid is now with everything else. But so it's doubly important, especially with availability also. My book specifically calls for Motorcraft DEF fluid. I've heard people say you can just fill up at a truck stop where they've got DEF there. They have it in the pumps. But I've also heard that the newer 6.7 Powerstrokes will throw codes on the DEF system if you're not using Motorcraft. I don't really know why. I don't know much about DEF other than it's like 70% water, 30% urea. So it really shouldn't matter, but you know, it could just be a marketing gimmick. But anyways, this is what I run. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here, and I'm sure you should know your DEF is the blue one, not the green one. Do not pour DEF in your diesel cap. Likewise, don't pour diesel in your DEF system. So you're going to open that up, and I've done this without this. I think this thing was like $3. I've done this without this and just used a filter, or not a filter, but one of those things, a funnel. And it was a little tricky holding this guy and the funnel up and pouring it in. Had to have a long nose on the funnel to go into the system. So I ended up getting this guy to see how it works, and it's just so much easier to use this. So you're just going to take your DEF bottle, you're going to stick this nozzle in, you're going to run it all the way down to that rubber piece right there, and then you just start pouring it in. Now the key on this is to get it going, but you don't want to tip it up so far that it's like filling it up. You want to let some air stay in this system, like not in the system but in the little hose there, so it can breathe. And it does have like a deal running back through there that allows, you're going to see those bubbles there coming up. It doesn't really matter one way or the other, but it's just going to fill up faster if you kind of let it sit there and keep a little air pocket in this. That's what this is designed for anyways. And it takes a few minutes. This is not a fast process by any means. It's probably much faster to do this at the truck stop, but hey, they don't sell Motorcraft there, and I tend to follow what my user manual says to put in my rig. And you can get this at I haven't really ever seen it at like Walmart or any auto stores or anything, but you can get it at your Ford service department. Every time I'm there, the guy tells me he's surprised that they have it, because they normally just keep it over at the lube lane, but they always have it. So I just think they probably don't sell too much of it. Gluck, 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 gluck. And as it starts getting emptier, you kind of have to screw around with it a little bit. I'm not a pro with this. Like, I don't know, I'm sure there's somebody out there that can get one of these things to empty in like a few seconds or whatever, but it does breathe and siphon it out of there. And as our favorite teenager likes to say from overseas, how dare you? Oh, this video is super exciting, isn't it? Goop, 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 goop. It's almost done here. And with this urea stuff in here, it crystallizes like crazy. So you kind of want to make sure, if you're a little bit of a neat freak like me, you don't let it get on your truck or anything, because it just immediately crystallizes and leaves this white stuff similar to that. That's basically what it is right there, but it just knocks off. Put water on it, goes away. But yeah, after you're done, we'll put your blue cap back on there, and that's it, guys. One thing I want to leave you with is, if you're going to be doing this, take this off, save yourself a few bucks over time, and just go rinse it out with water. Don't do it in your sink or anything. Use a garden hose. And that way you can reuse it. It's pretty durable. It's lasted me multiple different fill-ups. Alright, thanks for tuning in. If you like this, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. Later, y'all.